welcome to another episode of Liberty Creek. On this episode, we're talking travel trailers. This is the travel trailer that we purchased to stay in on the weekends until I build my cabin. I will give you a tour of the travel trailer in this episode. Please excuse the lighting at the beginning of the episode. It gets better as the episode goes on. Stick around to the end and I'll give some advice about buying a used travel trailer and what to avoid. Well, today was a long day. We went up to get our camper, planned for my friend to tow it for us, and his truck was capable of towing it, but the weight distribution was out of crazy. Basically, the whole trailer was tilted. We couldn't use his truck, so I put out a call, and if you don't burn your bridges with people, sometimes people will shock you. I had a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. He answered the call, came up, did it for me, and we did eventually get up here today. And it was a nightmare though. You know, we got up here, we couldn't get the trailer exactly where we wanted it. We tried for like several hours in this tight spot, and we finally settled at this spot here. Couldn't really level the trailer like we wanted to, but we may do for now. Tomorrow's a new day. We're going to do some work on the property. We also found out that once you buy something from a dealer, they don't really care about you anymore. We picked up our trailer. It was missing the propane covers. It's missing a stool that it previously had. They said, call Monday, see what they do for you. Pretty much everyone played dumb. I got here, I put some water in the tanks, I turned the water on, and the water underneath the kitchen sink is leaking. It looks like all the plumbing down there is leaking, so now I can't shower, anything. The shut-off down there is leaking, everything's leaking. Our first night in the camper went pretty well. Camper snored a lot. Neil can't go off-grid too far. You know, he had to bring his Sony PlayStation 2 and play some classics. Our first little breakfast. It's much better than a pop-up camper. Much better. And today we'll do some work, but of course it started to drizzle outside. And yeah, so far so good. Living the dream here. Yep. So I'm out here. It's raining. Don't look like I could get much work done today. Definitely going to have to move the camper. Can't get it level. Basically it's digging into the ground. So. See, this is the tree that fell. I'm going to have to cut this down.
Yeah, it's big enough for radio.
Hey! Yes, all my safety sallies, I know. Basically, here we have eye protection on, but that's about it. I did go ahead because I have been doing a lot of tree work. I have the protective pants, protective gloves, the protective shields, the hearing protection. I have it all now. I'll show you the trailer real quick. It's 31 feet. It's got one slide out. That's where I put my fresh water. There's my generator. Power it. Show you the inside. I'll give you the inside tour. Oh, it's raining. Got stuff on the lens. Okay. There's the other side of the tree I cut up. There's Jim Ming's walking sticks he gave me. It's got a nice awning. Okay. My compressor for work I'm going to be doing. I got muddy feet, so Jen's going to yell at me. All right, let me take a look. Okay, I got to take my boots off. It smells like hamburgers in here. Okay. Here, give Dan the tour. Just point it around and I'll talk while I take off my boots. To the right, you'll see my master bedroom. It's got a, what is it, queen size? Queen size bed?
Queen size bed, yep.
And it's not too bad. Over here I have my entertainment center. Got a little TV in there for now. And basically it doesn't do anything because I don't have anything. I had a DVD player, but it's not hooked up. Little chair. I got my little couch here. It's probably the most uncomfortable couch ever. But it kicks out, it jackknifes into a bed.
There's Neil's burgers.
Here's my burgers. About to eat 3 burgers. Damn!
One's for me.
Oh, okay, 2 burgers. So,
here's our kitchenette.
there's our kitchenette. Woo.
My fridge.
Fridge, it runs on propane or
It's really
the
cold.
generator.
Look.
It's real cold.
Woo!
Got a microwave.
Microwave.
Oven.
Oven.
Here's the bathroom that everybody wants to take a shit in, but I won't let them. Here's the bathroom. It has a little shower. I got to work out all the plumbing. I have a plumbing problem. Man, no one said a dirty face.
Oh.
You know, there's lights everywhere. It's got a little sink. Got to work out the plumbing. Got plumbing issues. And then this is, it used to be a bunk room, but for some reason they took the bunks beds down. Right now, when it's just me and Jen up here, I use it as the bathroom. That's the bathroom. They see it? It's got a little toilet seat cover. I won't open it to show you, but
No, it's bad.
yeah, I tore it up. Yeah, it's got a little vent. It's got a fan in the bathroom. It's got heat.
Little pantry
Yeah,
with all our
pantry.
stuff in it.
It's got in-floor heating, so turn the heat on, comes in. What else? Sink's giving me problems. You know, I
Did
got
you
to
turn the
fix it.
generator on?
No, might ran out of gas.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
we
not
don't
that we
need
need it. No.
We don't need it right now. It's got lights everywhere. I mean, there is, well, I don't know if it, well, yeah, it should be running off a battery right now. It's got surround sound speakers, but the only thing, you can't hook anything up to it. It's a radio, strict radio. Strictly radio. But it is what it is. It's nice. We like it. It's got air conditioning. I gotta see if my generator can actually make it turn on. Advice. When we went out looking for a camper, a trailer, a travel trailer, we went to about 4 places and we looked at so many. We left our name and this and that, and there was a lot of stuff ranging between $1,500 to $20,000 for the size trailer we were looking at used. That's what they were going for. But the lower end, everything between $1,500 to like $6 grand, there was a lot of issues with them. Okay, one of the biggest problems we ran into, some of the nice things that we liked, they smelled like cat urine. A lot of them smell like cat urine, and I don't know who buys these things. I could not sleep in them. I was, any signs of animals that were living in there for one reason or another, I said, no way, I could not do it. My wife couldn't either. But the salesman always trying to push them on you. You don't want that stuff. So basically, we went up in the money range a little bit, and we found a trailer that we really liked. We had a good salesman. It was a very pleasant experience buying from this place. The problem started with, it was winter, so it was winterized. So we basically had them hook everything up and we had a walkthrough. But since it was winterized, they did not show us the plumbing working. Okay. Another thing we had a problem with, it was the AC unit. It was so cold, we turned it on, it felt cold. Everything else looked like it worked fine. Gave us a crash course through the whole thing. And then they were going to store it for us because it was mud season up in Vermont, and you don't bring that weight into your property unless you want ruts, and it was mud season. So we were just going to have them hold it for about, I think it was about 2 months, or maybe a little bit more than 2 months. So we had to put it away. Basically, they held it for us, and they told us to give them a call within a week, and they would get it ready, and they would give us another quick walkthrough when we came and picked it up that day. So as the time went on, we called and said, listen, can you de-winterize it for us? I didn't have a pickup truck that was going to be able to tow it, so this was going to be a one-shot deal for me. I had a friend that could tow it. I gave him a call. He said he would do it. We went up there to pick it up, and his truck could not tow it. So I had to call another friend. He came up. He had a bigger truck, and he towed it for me. Towed it up there, set it up, and then I started running into issues. The air conditioner doesn't blow cold. I still haven't fixed that or really looked into it. The water lines leaked. I had leaks all over the place. What else did we have? But when I called the week before, I asked them to de-winterize it now. When I went up there to pick it up, no one wanted to help me. No one wanted to help me. They were like, oh, well, it's back there around the corner, you could just go grab it. So I went back to look at it. I asked them if I could have another like little crash course on how everything works. I don't know. I never had a travel trailer this size. I had a pop-up before. And basically they said they don't have any techs available to show it to me. And you know, it's my problem now. It's been my trailer for 3 months. So there. Basically I called that Monday, and I told the lady that I'm having problems with the plumbing. First thing she responded with was, well, I had it sitting there for 3 months. It was probably mice got in there and ate holes in the lines. Because it won't pressurize. It gives, you know, I had leaks. I seen the leaks. There's holes in it. So I explained to her that I had it de-winterized. If I had it de-winterized the day before I picked it up, wouldn't he realize there was leaks? She comes back and says, well, it was probably my driving when I drove it up there. I bounced around the water lines and caused them to crack. This is her words. So we went back and forth with it. She said, fine, we'll fix it, bring it back. I don't have a truck to bring it back. I told her that when I talked to the guy, and he told me within 30 days, and they have service that comes out to you. Well, basically, they only do service calls within 20 miles. From that location, I was like 60 miles or 80 miles. So they wouldn't do it. So now I'm stuck with a trailer. I can't tow unless I want to pay to get the plumbing fixed. And she claims that they held pressure on the lines for 15 minutes with no leaks the day before I picked it up. So all of a sudden, you know, my review on Yelp for this place just got edited and it went down, and I just keep finding more issues. But I was able to repair all the plumbing myself. I did it myself. It cost me, I think it cost me like $20. This lady wanted me to tow my trailer, you know, 80 miles back to her location, probably leave it for a while until they had time to do it, and all for, you know, $20 of parts. So test everything. That's my advice to you. Test everything. I don't care if it's winter. Tell them de-winterize it, hook it up. I want to see water running out everything. I want to test the hot water tank. I want to test the air conditioner. I want to test the fridge. I want to test everything before you sign any papers or pay any money, okay? Test everything. Have them fix it there. It's just not the cosmetic things like, oh, you know, this looks dirty, or can you put a screw in this paneling's loose or something. You want to test everything. And I'm telling you, if you don't test everything,